mean, what is left of anything? Just building after building, you're driving through, there's still all these hot spots and flames. Either way it was, I can't see much beyond.
Assalamu alaikum.
How about you?
To the Muslim, peace and blessings, everyone. Alhamdulillah. All praises due to Allah for allowing us the opportunity to see another day. Alhamdulillah. For Allah the Almighty for allowing us to see another day.
This time it's right around Rhode Island and in eastern Massachusetts, kind of clipping into the beaches of New Hampshire and definitely coming to the down in Spain. So that's the way it goes.
I don't know what happened to the post. To that other one. I'm still hungry. I went to sleep. Like 5 o'clock yesterday, yo.
Funneled in right across the Big Bend into Tampa. Where's the rain right now? Mostly offshore, but it will come back in later this afternoon. So you pull that picture out. There's the cold front. There's the stationary front. The humidity is at an end. The energy rolling around the frontal boundary.
The dogs put me out, man. The dogs put me out.
Across the Pacific Northwest this weekend, more showers and thunderstorms. It's going to be on the strong side too. Yellow shaded area.
Hey, peace. Hey, sis. What's up, Ann? Good morning. I was just waiting, you know what I mean? I don't like being on here. Hoop, what up, Hoop? What up, Hoop? Good morning. And there it goes. The anxiety that I was just feeling, out the window. Crazy. I don't know why, yo. I hate it, yo. I hate it. Let me stop complaining, man. It ain't good to complain, man. Especially when there's people that's like I was listening to a talk this morning. Murph. Nah, I'm sorry, my fingernails. I don't like my fingernails. I don't like long fingernails. Grrr. What up, Murph? Good morning, man. Peace. Okay, Hoop, chill. All right, so I ain't gonna say no funny stuff. No funny stuff. I'm not gonna talk about nothing funny. Because Hoop's at basketball practice. Hey, man, I appreciate the advice. Now, I know, Ann. I know. You know damn well I won't be up here with my feet like this, look. Plus, they won't sound like that. I cut my toenails, it sounds like a firecracker. You know how firecracker? That's how my toenails sound. The older you get, the harder your toenails get. But yeah, man. Absolutely. I always give something worth a try, like once. Right? At least once. Never know, it might be good for me. But yeah, Murph. Tight, man. Sandpaper. Nah, mine ain't like that. No, mine ain't like that, sis. Oh, what was that? Martin? Was that Martin? When they put on the thing and was doing the... Whose toenail was they cutting? What movie was that? Was it Martin? Anybody remember? Was it Martin? It was Martin? Okay, yeah, mine. Yo, Myra. The closer you get, like the face get clearer. Oh, they had the sand duster. They went in on that ass, didn't they?
Lactate is 100% real milk, just without the lactose, so you can enjoy it even if you're sensitive to dairy. So anyone who says lactate isn't real milk is also saying maple beer isn't a real cow.
Stilo. Morning, my brother. Is that what you think he's doing?
People can lie. Forensic science.
Nah. Come on, sis. I'll be knowing. You know, you got to explain yourself. I'll be knowing, sis. Yeah. I love it. This is the type of talk I'm talking about. Nah, I haven't seen his last video. The last video I've seen was him and the short dude, man. Tory Lanez. That's the last video. You talking about that one? And now he pathetic with it. He's apologizing, like, bro, you said, stand on what you said, bro. And now you backtracking what you saying. 3 apologies since you said what you said. Now you making me, homie. I don't even want to take off. You feel me? Like, morning, Steve. Salute, peace. Good morning, my brother. Love the hair.
Sounds good, right? So is it a sign that we're back on track? The economy is
okay.
Good morning. We're starting to get there, Robin. Jobs placement is right as
who 5'11" calling someone short? I play like I'm 6'9" though. I'm 5'11", but I play like I'm 6'9", man. You think we can watch it? You think if I play it? Man, we don't ask. We just do what we do. Huh. It is what it is. Damn, I don't even know the name of it. Oh, okay. It won't be hard to find. The baby OTS, something like that. Nah, man, for real though. I want to thank Ann. I want to thank Murph. And I want to thank Hooper, man. All I see is Bop and Going Baby. And I typed in. Let me see. I'm one of those people, and we are reacting to it, definitely. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Now you really want to make me watch. Give him what it's supposed to. Okay. Sanitation workers in Oakland, Ohio got a call earlier this week that somebody did.
They were cleaning out their house for their grandmother. And they cleaned out their refrigerator, put all the garbage, grabbed all the food stuff in a bag. And then the grandma's like, hey, there's an envelope, $25,000 for you. Don't lose that. She's like, Grandma, how are you lost that? I'm like, it's in the garbage.
No. So the supervisor was able to track down the truck before it even dumped the stuff into a landfill. And then you had 10 workers.
Yo, so Ann, just play the video or play the reaction video.
Yes, they found it. Yes, they returned it.
Let me stop being dumb. Now I'm really coming like I'm ABE. It is what it is. Let's go. Wipe your feet on the mat. I want y'all to peace. And as soon as you come in, peace everybody up.
We ride together. We die together. Bad boys for life.
Anybody like this motherfucker to get fucked up and get out of here, goddammit? Anybody like this motherfucker, get out of here. There's gonna be some trouble in this motherfucking church. More trouble in your ass than stand up here, goddammit.
Okay, Ann. Thanks, Ann.
Officer Rucker ran to me the rest of the nigga back in the day.
Got me from the market.
You know I will, baby. Spit in it, cough. It did, motherfucker.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Hey, Ann, what's up with the twirl? The twirl in the front, Ann?
All the niggas who play with me, you dead, them niggas ain't wanna live. She gave me head and the head was giving what it was supposed to give. I came out here and got on cause I was doing what I was supposed to do. The way she ate me up and ate the kids, I don't think she want no kids. These niggas beefing before I G, but bitch, I wanna kill. Kept getting blessed, bitch, I hustle. I ain't wanna steal. I whip this bitch out now in front of all these cameras, niggas know it is. I hit out his side with a warrant, I think he wanna steal. Pussies pulled me over the little 4-way. The DA asked me for a picture, I wore Dior to my last court date. Nigga asked I got a pass, I tell him no way. Bitch, we like gays, I'm on your ass, we on your ass, bitch, we won't go away. I think I need to change the scenery, a new man. Something new. Fine, yes, sir. Blue thing. Think about checking me about a hoe, gon' see a blue flame. Off the front of the clip when I start hitting, so tie your shoestrings. Yeah. He's a runner, he's a track star. He's tough, that nigga that rap ain't really that. You nigga just act hard. I came in this bitch too real, I had to chill. Almost got blackballed. Just talked to my CPA, said I'm approved for my new black card. All the niggas who play with me who dead, them niggas ain't wanna live. She gave me head and head was giving what it was supposed to give. I came out here and got on cause I was doing what I was supposed to do. The way she ate me up and ate them kids, I don't think she want no kids. The way he got that look up in his eye, he must wanna die. I think I'm gonna make your mama cry, so you make my mama cry. I stay about the way of my business cause I'm certified. Uh-oh, that nigga that made me mad. Okay, it's murder now. $500,000 worth of chains will probably hurt your eye. I spent my time and won the race. They give him first place to the turtleneck. Brought him back, I need endorsements on the turtleneck. Talk the freak how to talk back, she turned herself to.
They don't say nothing about. This is my problem. Nobody has a problem with him saying nigga in the song, like the powers that be, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't have a problem with him saying nigga. You can say nigga 1,000,000 times. You could talk about killing a black man, a baby 1,000,000 times, bro. And it's all good. But as soon as you say something else, this thing's deep.
Just murder now, Squirtle, no disrespect. A girl that puts wet, so you gon' have to get up and get the fuck up out my bed. And this is showing up for them hoes and we gon' paint the city red. Last nigga to play with me, that nigga dead. All the niggas who play with me who dead, them niggas ain't wanna live. She gave me head and head was giving what it was supposed to give. I came out here and got on cause I was doing what I was supposed to do. The way she ate me up and ate them kids, I don't think she want no kids. Nigga, bitch.
Wow.
So don't trip on me, like that hoe.
Wow.
I'm gonna get goddamn soul snatcher. You the one getting the kisses.
Crazy, bro.
Shit, you winning. I ain't messing.
This is.
I know all you goddamn haters. Look, there's no sense in
serious,
hating now,
bro?
goddamn. Don't start hating now. You want to hate when the motherfucker.
Are you serious?
Now the motherfucker dead. Fuck this son of a bitch. Fuck him, goddamn it, and fuck anybody with his ass.
And you can do all that in church.
Yeah.
I'm not Christian,
ain't no good.
but I know
Look,
what that
all
means,
the
that
motherfuckers
cross
that
means
stick
to
up for
Christians. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm
I'm Muslim and I wouldn't disrespect that cross.
Preach it, preacher. Preach it, preacher. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that. I'm gonna shoot your ass too, motherfucker. People. You gonna get shot too.
We are in the last days and times, man. When the immorality, will be normal.
God bless the fool. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna end this goddamn thing. Look, where's that goddamn money bowl at? Who got that money bowl? We taking that money right now before you leave this bitch. We ain't even out here for free, motherfucker. Where that money bowl at? Don't have any tie this bitch off now. Where that money bowl at?
With that money bowl.
Don't you?
And then he talks about Lil Nas X. Bro, you can't talk about nobody, homie. You can't talk about nobody, bro.
Oh, shit. Oh, shoot this big side. Take that off the top of the low down bastard.
Ford estimates 50 video loans worth $2.8 billion. She earns both and Kardashian West KKW.
Oh, snap.
Comedian Kathy Griffin says she's determined to recover from her lung cancer surgery without being killed. So she tweeted
previous overdose attempt on prescription pills says she's been clean for a year. She said she fears drugs and addiction more than cancer. Now, if you or your loved one is struggling with thoughts of suicide,
come on, man. That's why I like Murph, man. And I can respect him for. You gotta respect the man for their, their views, man. He's respectful with it though. Bro is respectful with it. Bro is like this, man. Whatever, you know what I mean? Take whatever it takes to make you a better person. All respect, all the power given to you, man. Just at the same time, I'm respecting you. Don't respect me. Don't push your views on me, and I won't push my views on you. You know what I'm saying? And kumbaya and all that other stuff. Let me stop. Wow. I'm at a loss of words. I'm speechless, dog. I'm speechless. I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless, bro.
Poison treatment case takes about 6 feet long. The owner told local media it's possible to see maybe in the walls of his house. He's just not sure. One father now in the hospital fears he's not going to survive this battle with COVID.
Yeah, I'm in shock. I'm talking about you in shock too. Come on, new comments. I hate when you do that. My phone got the comments. Dig it. That's exactly what it was. See, your comment ain't even come up on the screen yet. But that's exactly what it was, Hoopin. And Murph, respect, bro. You already know, man. That's a fact, all the fake beefs on YouTube. And how people create fake beefs to get views and to, you know what I mean? To all power to them, I guess, right? whatever rocks your boat, whatever floats your boat. At the end of the day, yeah, man. Thanks for that thing was crazy. Hey, man.
What's
yeah? Good morning.
What's up, you?
Hey, peace. What's good?
The way you said it is the way I look at it myself too. Like, my beliefs are mine. I don't push on, you know what I mean? I don't hate others for their beliefs. Like you said, kumbaya shit.
Right.
And that's crazy to me, bro. Even as a non-believer, I don't think I'm doing a lot of that stuff in my music videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was what you would qualify as Satanist. So are they doing it on purpose because they know people are, quote, woke and watching? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know society now believes in a secret cabal, the Illuminati, all that, you know society believes in that. Do you lean into that? Yeah, Lil Nas X is straight up talked about it. So you know that's what he's doing. That's why he's twerking with the devil, and he's purposely doing it. But videos like you just showed, that wasn't the stated intent. They didn't state that that's what, we mess with, like, even you look at my picture on the screen right now, I got the one eye covered. You think I didn't know what I was doing when I did that? Like, and I think a lot of these rappers do the same thing. Like, Jay-Z, Beyonce, they got their ear to the street enough to know that these hand signals are now being associated with, quote, Illuminati. So when you come out and do that, you know the reaction you're going to get.
Right. They know what they be doing. Right.
That's what I'm saying. They know everyone, you know. I mean, you should be calculated in your decisions.
Okay.
But that's like, to me, that's why a preacher, like, I get it. You could say that was, you were trying to use that to make a social statement, but having that cross behind him makes that sacrilegious to me. Like, then I'd say, okay, but you had the cross behind him, which is symbolizing a Catholic church, a Christian, Christianity. So I think.
I hear you, bro. Say that again, bro.
I said I wondered if they were doing that, just to get the reaction out of the people.
I believe so.
Shock value. But I do see what Ann is saying. Like it ain't no coincidence that shortly after that, those same topics from that video, he talked about gays in that video and he talked about AIDS in that video, both the things that he just got in trouble with. So I could see where someone would think that this shit's a setup.
All calculated.
But bro, as I said in your chat, there are two communities in Hollywood you do not go after, you do not go near. I ain't even gonna say them because I don't want to be canceled. Right. But I guarantee you, everybody knows the two I'm talking about because it's so common. Nick Cannon, Deshaun Jackson, you know what I mean? Anybody that's had issues with the LGBT community.
Yeah.
Those communities.
And the other community. The other community.
Exactly. The other one's a religion. But they run everything.
Damn, there go my man.
What I'm saying? They're a religion, but they run everything. Ooh. So you come for those two communities, bro. You're getting canceled. Like
you're getting canceled. You're gonna be starving. You're gonna starve, man.
You cannot come at those two communities. And it's a little upsetting because music is art, and art is supposed to be open for that kind of discussions. You shouldn't be able to cancel art, and music is art. So that's the one thing I don't like. Like, you may not agree with what he said. I think it was but I don't think canceling people. Teach him why what he said hurt people's feelings. That's just crazy. That's crazy. He talked about getting blackballed.
That's just, yeah.
Wow. I mean, you got to understand, we're in times where you got to remember everybody was brought up different through the 90s. You had the parents that never beat their kids' ass. You had the parents that were still beating their kids' ass. So those kids are now the grown-ups. You know what I'm saying? The 70s babies are now the 50 and 60-year-olds. The 80s babies, we're becoming the 40-year-olds. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like we're that generation now. So you're going to have to deal with every weird kid you went to school with is now a weird adult. And that could be your Karens or, stuff like that. Like, people were raised differently. And those culture clashes are going to cause these issues. And I don't think it's fair to force ideals on people that they're just not used to. I mean, most people know the black community is not, the hip hop community especially, is not so pro-gay. It's been that way for a long time. I mean, you just got them to stop using FAG in the raps. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like there's never been this amazing connection between those two communities to expect somebody to just be on deck with the new way. Like, yeah, he fucked up. Teach him why. Teach him why he fucked up. How he hurt his pockets. But canceling people, bro, shunning them. Like, people still live a life. They're just not in the public eye anymore. They're still alive. Like, you didn't cancel my life. You just canceled my fame. So to me, it never made sense. I just don't understand how canceling someone benefits anybody. It's, go away. I don't have to see you anymore. That doesn't fix the problem. If I turn around, there's still trash in the ocean. Even if I'm turning around looking at the land, there's still trash there. It's still there. That's, we're right. It's how society's working these days.
So what happened to everything? Just all the value, like, you know what I'm saying? The morals and everything that we were taught growing up. All those things just go out the window. Like, now just
But that's been happening. But that's
immorality
been happening for 50 years.
It's crazy, bro. Like we know that's it's I'm gonna say, man. Some things you just can't.
Yeah, but the start of that started in the 60s, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like 50 years ago. Now I understand what you mean, but
now
you gotta understand, bro.
Like,
in the 80s and 90s, it was everybody was special. You I remember we grew up and there was participation trophies and everybody was special. Well, now you're living in a society where all these adults are special. David,
There's no question, no matter what you think about policy, if he had succumbed to the pressure.
Billy, good morning, Billy.
I mean, you want every student to feel accepted. So I understand that. You don't want anyone to feel ostracized, but to be pushing certain things, you know, I'm not all for that either. I think education is beneficial.
But then if somebody...
But I think I should dictate how far that goes as my child's keeper.
But then if somebody that's, you know,
like
that...
Only place a lot of this stuff should be talked about in school is sex ed. I tell everybody this. Bro. If you're gay, I don't want to see you kissing your boyfriend. But guess what? If you're straight, I don't want to see you kissing your girlfriend. And that's not shit you should be doing in public. So I don't care what sexual orientation you got, because I shouldn't be seeing it outside your bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't want to be. It's like you don't want to be mean. I'm not, I don't want to be mean to nobody. I really don't. I don't want to be mean. I'm not being mean. I just think they need to separate that. Like,
all of that shit is crazy, dog.
It's just, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
That shit is crazy, dog.
What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing when we have 11, 12-year-olds wanting to have sex changes? What are we doing, bro? When their minds ain't even developed, what are we doing?
And some parents are okay with that shit, like Dwayne Wade's son, right? Like Dwayne Wade's son and shit. He hasn't even experienced a date yet with a girl, dog. So how he know he want to be transformed into a woman?
What are we doing? Yeah, they are.
Dog, I was asking my wife this shit yesterday, dog.
Thank you, man. I'll be needing backup, you heard? And if you don't mind, I would like to make you a moderator for me, man. If you don't mind, man. Go ahead, bro. What you saying?
Yo, I was talking to my wife and shit the other day because I was like, yeah, when we used to go to the club back in the day, used to be a group of girls grinding and smacking each other ass. How would that look if you seen me, you, True, and Light or somebody in the club grinding and smacking each other? That shit won't look right, but girls can do that shit, bro. It's like it's a difference between being a lesbian and being a gay male.
Ooh.
Right?
You know,
is that right, bro?
We about to get into it, bro. Right? Yes, we about to get into it because I was going to make a thumbnail and I was going to, this was a subject that I was talking about. Why is it okay for the lesbian scenes? Why nobody says anything when they have lesbian scenes?
Right.
But when there's two men kissing, we got a whole lot to say. We want to cancel them. We don't want people to even know we watching this show if we watching it, if we are watching it.
That's true.
Like Empire. Once they started kissing and all that, I stopped watching Empire. Once they started kissing, I stopped watching it. So why are we still watching Raising Kanan?
That's a fact, dog.
Raising Kanan, Kanan's cousin is lesbian, and and they got a lesbian scene where they kissing. Why is that okay? And why nobody saying nothing to 50 Cent about that? Because 50 Cent would be the first one to say something about two men kissing. But why is it okay for two girls to be kissing, bro? At the end of the day, kids are still watching these TV shows.
And he went crazy on Young Buck when Young Buck got caught with that tranny shit. Like, come on, bro. It's a two-way street here, dog.
Maybellina, good morning.
Dog, can anybody even answer that, though, dog?
Merch said, my point was I want everyone to stand behind how they feel, be themselves. I personally don't care who someone's sleeping with, gay or straight. You shouldn't be all over each other in public either way. Respect. The topic is, well, we started off with the baby. We had watched a little video real quick.
Dog,
it was like a porno video.
Dog, they had a grandmother in this fake squirting. And kids are watching this shit, and he walking around the church cursing and got guns inside the church. So now it's okay for kids to go to Sunday school with a pistol? Come on, dog. And kids that don't have parents that fucking love them, they look at this shit and idolize it and think this shit is fucking cool. And they go out here and start wanting to do the same shit that they doing and seeing on these videos and shit, dog.
And excuse me, and let me just say something. Freaks like that, not men. Real men don't like that. Real men don't like that. Freaks like that.
I'm good on that shit.
She said men likes threesomes and with two girls and shows. Oh yeah, I'm saying.
I love my wife. I don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
my threesome be with my wife. Shit, I don't give a fuck about all of that shit, dog. That's that young boy shit. I'm 44 years old, been there, done all of that shit.
Like, I never was with two dudes being in the room and freaking off with mad chicks. Like, I wasn't never with that, man.
No,
I wasn't never with that, man.
My threesome had to be with two chicks.
I don't want to see no other man.
That's
like,
a fact, dog.
Like, I just, and it's too close for comfort. Like,
that's a whole fact, dog.
Too close for comfort. It's too close.
Niggas touching water guns. No, bro, I can't do it, dog.
Nah, I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean now. I know what you mean. Because dudes do. Yeah, most guys do like what their fantasies be having a threesome with two chicks. Like two girls. You know what I mean?
That shit played out. You should have been did that.
That's why I said that's, at the end of the day, real men, like me and Hoop and the most of us, Murphy Kenzo and all that, we like one woman, man. And I'm Muslim. I can have 4 wives if I wanted. But I just, first of all, my wife would kill me. And your money got to be right and all that other stuff, man. And your faith, you know what I mean? It's not easy as people think it is. And they did things for a reason back then. You know what I'm saying? We're not in them same positions that they was years and years ago, 1,400 years ago. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why they would marry. They would marry like widows, like husbands who had maybe got sick and died, or probably went off the battle and died or something, and they would marry them solely to just, take care of them and things like that. It wasn't all sexual. Yeah, and then it's 50 Cent has this show called Raising Kanan. For those of y'all don't know, it's on Stars. It just started. I think they're on episode 3 now. fact, I should start doing reaction videos to that. But the last episode that I seen, his Kanan cousin, she's a female, but she's lesbian. She got a kissing scene in it, and I just 50 Cent had so much to say about Empire when those two men was kissing and all that stuff. Like, what's the difference? I know that they girls or whatever, but it's still
they're still gay though, dog. Like, right?
What's the difference? It's okay for girls to do it.
Yo, so what was the difference between when we were teenagers, bro, watching BET Uncut videos than watching the Baby? You know what I'm saying? Those videos on Uncut back in the day were totally different from that shit we just saw, dog.
That thing was more graphic than BET Uncut, I think, bro.
Yeah, that shit really was, dog. You got people squirting on TV. And come on, dog. You just come on, dog.
Oh, that was crazy. Thanks.
And the lady that was squirting was 97 years old, bro. Like, come on, dog. You got an old woman, dog, from behind. Like, come on, dog. Somebody's grandmother. And what made her old ass want to do the damn video?
They think it's funny, man. These old people, they think it's funny.
That shit's stupid, dog.
Old lady, man.
I couldn't even imagine my mom in the fucking music video doing some shit. Man, my dad would lose his damn religion, dog.
Yo, chill, man.
Hey, what kind of music do your teenagers listen to, big bro? Do they listen to the music you grew up listening to, or they listen to your music and this new shit?
My daughter here, my 13-year-old, she listens to new music and she listens to music that she likes, the old school hip hop and stuff.
Yeah,
like old school R&B and stuff like that.
That's how my daughter is, dog. My sons, they strictly hip hop. Like, all we listen to is the shit I listen to. All this new shit, bro. I mean, they not saying shit, dog. Everybody's saying the same thing.
SoundCloud, man. SoundCloud rappers.
Instagram rappers, dog. That's how a lot of these cats got put on, probably because of social media.
They followed Soulja Boy's blueprint, man.
He was the worst rapper ever.
Yeah, I got one of my kids is like that too. They like the new music. My son, all that new stuff. But yo, man, sometimes I watch TV, man, and I'm like, yo, did they just say that on TV? Or did I just see that on TV?
That shit crazy, dog. I mean, because we only had a handful of shows that we watched back in the day, dog, growing up as kids and teenagers, dog. We didn't have all this shit that's on TV now.
Right.
We had Good Times and shit like that. Cosby Show, Sanford and Son.
Facts of Life.
I mean, Different Strokes, dog. We had shit like that, dog. Like Family.
You don't remember Silver Spoon?
Come on, dog. With the rich boy? Come on, dog.
I don't like Ricky Schroeder no more, man. I don't like him no more, bro.
He did some foul shit a while ago.
He did some foul stuff, man.
Yeah.
He got old and he switched. He switched. He got rich and switched. Let me see what's going on. I thought I seen something. What else is happening though, man? Anything else new?
Man, what's your take on that shit that's going on in New York as far as like you got to show all this shit just to go to the
man. I'm saying we pretty much, it's gonna get worse. Biden already talking crazy.
And they doing that shit up here, dog.
Biden talking crazy.
They doing that shit up here. If you don't show your vaccination card, dog, you cannot get in.
Yo, what's up with this? Let's check this out, man. Shout out to Meth. Let me see what my bro. me share this with y'all. Cause it was late last night. I went to sleep at 5 o'clock.
In the evening, dog?
In the evening.
Are you serious?
Like
what time you wake up at 3 in the morning?
Yo, what happened? I gave all my dogs a bath, bro. Took a shower. Went downstairs. I think ate some pizza or something like that around 3 something. Came up here. Went to sleep, bro. I woke up like 2 in the morning. Looked at
That's
the phone,
crazy,
went to the bathroom, laid back down. I woke up at 6 o'clock. Got up, went made the coffee, walked the dogs. Yeah, man.
Hey, those bullies, dog, that's a job itself, dog. People don't understand that. My brother, I talked to him this morning, dog. He like, my bad, bro, I ain't call you back last night. He went to sleep early. I'm like, damn, bro.
Yo, knock me out, bro. Shout out to Twin, man, from F Lab, man. See what you talking about.
Can't control the passion. Now I was neutral. But when this shit come on that I'm on, I fucking lose it. You fucking do, y'all. I almost pulled the little mama and ran up on the ring. I wanted to smoke at that point. I wanted to smoke.
Yeah, this dude, he talking about the verses.
Crazy.
When they dropped the shit, half the stadium looked at me. Crap was good. What you gonna do?
Oh, they did.
Harlem is staring. Y'all just, what's up, crap? Mind you, I'm in Hermes.
You doing too much.
He's lying, dog.
I'm thinking yachting. Let's go yachting. Let's go yachting. Let's go yachting.
You gotta be drunk.
And they catch me. Live on camera. Fixing my shit. Oh, it was in the building. Corona was in the building. Don't get it fucked up. I don't wish it on nobody.
Y'all heard that?
It's there. So as I'm excited, I gotta keep remembering, like, oh shit, the theory is out there. Let alone a couple bumps, you know? Sitting there, guy try to take somebody's seat in front of me. I'm like, you're my man. Nah, I think this is my seat. So what if they're your fucking seats? What if they're your seats?
Oh, he's drunk.
Stop moving.
He's drunk.
Huh? No, I'm thinking these are my seats. What if they're your seats?
That Joe tough guy.
Stop moving.
Come on, you supposed to be about peace?
Fuck at it.
You supposed to be about peace?
Got the guy behind me, he got the Rough Rider shirt, he's so pissed he drunk, he keep jumping on my back. Yo, Bobby, please. He jump on my back. Every time the D-Block do shit, he jump on my, yo, Bobby, please. One more time. And you're gonna get the business. Stop, please.
Bro, you are...
Guys and gentlemen, he hit me today. With my DM, told me he was a little drunk. He's sorry. He got number love. I said, I love you, my brother. God bless you. But that type of shit was in there. It was all over. The chicks look like they fucked you up. It was real in there. If you was there, you know.
Mathematics, entertainment, truth, history.
That nigga need anger management, dog.
He wanted smoke with Dipset. I wanted smoke with Dipset last night.
Why didn't you just go get the smoke and stop getting on the internet talking about this?
Bro, you 50.
Dude.
I understand because I was in here going crazy, bro. Wifey was like, all right. But damn, son. I ain't want to hurt nobody. I ain't want nobody to get hurt. I don't even like Jimmy. I ain't want him to get hurt. At the end of the day, he got a family, man.
Yeah.
He's a father, man. He's a father. I'm not. You won't get me for. Not that type of.
I mean, as packed as it was in that place, dog, you don't think nobody gonna accidentally touch you a few times, dog? And you talking about COVID in the building? You fake lineup beard having dude, you didn't even have a mask on, bro.
You got a real beard.
Come on,
dog. A real beard.
Come on, dog.
You didn't even have a real beard, man.
That's why I still these stupid ass beefs and shit in hip hop because of shit like that, dog.
Hold on. Yo, you about to say, yo, real talk. I can't even stomach Joe anymore. Due respect to his fans. Dude reminds me of Pun in a bad way. Like, I see him like a villain now. I'm just saying. Word, me too. I really see him as the crime boss. What's the cartoon dude from New York? What was his name? I think it.
What was that dude?
In Batman, the crime boss. You know what I'm talking about?
Damn, what's that dude's name? What's his name? Damn.
You know what I'm talking about, right? He reminds me of him so much, bro. Yeah, I seen that. Yo, somebody dropped the name of Duke we talking about, man.
What's that dude, man?
Whoa. No, that was gonna be quick to find. You know, that was gonna be quick to find.
I thought all those rappers were fucking like brothers and shit, man.
Huh?
I thought all those rappers were like brothers and shit, especially the rappers from New York and shit.
That's how this all, man. They so grimy.
That's stupid, dog.
That's why Atlanta was successful, because Atlanta, the love that they shared amongst each other was genuine, bro. They really was putting each other on. Look how they put each other on, bro. Look, I don't even like Young Thug because he's weird, but he put a lot of people on, man.
Yeah, he did.
Namely, one of them is Lil Baby. He put him on, like he put mad people on, man, more or less. New York, totally different. Look at Fat Joe. Look what instead of him putting on, he destroyed Terror Squad. He destroyed him. Perfect reason right there, bro. Yo, they be fronting. See that? Fell smooth off the stage, bro. Check him out. Who was that? Jada said that? Oh, shit.
That's because Jim Jones got that crooked leg, dog.
Yo, that step done messed a lot of folks up. You heard?
He should have took them damn Stevie Wonder sunglasses off. Then his ass could have seen where he was at on the stage.
Probably was his pants, bro. He had on all that leather. Nigga had on leather, B.
It was hot as hell in Madison Square Garden.
He in the garden with leather on, bro. And then Jewels had on that hunting hat like Elmer Fudd. He looked like Elmer Fudd, bro. And they so stylish. You know, they big on that. They swear they the flyest, stylish dudes in New York City, man.
Bruh, that shit looked a hot mess, dog.
That thing was one-sided, man. We fly high.
Did you enjoy that shit though, dog?
Yeah, honestly, I did because I love to see them boys get smashed like that, the way they was getting smashed. It could have been better. They came late. Dipset came late. And then Cameron came even later. He came last. And then they was lip singing.
Yeah.
They was singing over their records and they over their songs and stuff like that. Then they ain't know some of their words. They was forgetting their words.
How you a professional and you forget your job?
That just showed you why Jadakiss is top 5, man. That just showed you why he top 5, man. To remember all those
words and you out there fucked, drunk and high too, bro. And they was on the same level, probably. And they older than y'all.
Kiss kept saying it, man. We get high, but we healthy high.
Right. That's how I feel, dog. I'm a healthy high.
You feel me? Kissing, that's all they kept saying, man. Like, we get high, man, but we healthy high with it, bro. That's all they kept saying, yo. But they said Jimmy got blow up muscles or something like that. It was like, oh yeah, he's strong. He looks strong. Something like that. Yeah, Cam fumbled on it, man. Absolutely. Yeah, I would have liked them. Yeah, I'm not. You know what it is? We're not used to seeing them with hair, bro. And then Cam hairline start like in the middle of his head. This is what I wanted to show. Check this out, man. Check this weird stuff out. Don't be trying to do that over here now.
Bro, have you seen any new stuff about those robots you showed us a couple weeks ago? You ain't did no more research on that shit?
I sent. Let me see. Nah, I haven't. But I seen something you might like, man.
My dad was a father that he would just dream about, and the same thing with my mom. We decided, we're gonna buy a home thing. This one in Porto Lane. We kept coming down to it.
So neighborhood disputes spiraled out of control. This is trespassing. You're going to jail for that. It was a testosterone bypass. It wouldn't stop.
John had triggered a pressure plate on an improvised explosive device and sustained.
If you're trying to make a full-time income online, I don't recommend drop shipping, Shopify.
And catastrophic injuries from the blast.
Right away, they see my right leg is amputated, my left leg is amputated, right arm's amputated above the elbow, and left arm is what's called a degloving incident where the skin's pulled off the flesh.
With John's patrol desperately trying to save his life, a helicopter was called in for an evacuation.
I can feel the rotor wash hitting me, and next thing I know, I'm being put on the help.
I just want to see your arms, man. Very long story. Anyway, he was in Iraq, Afghanistan, one of them countries, and he stepped on a landmine, bro.
I did not know what ones you wanted brought on. It was either police, firefighter, chef was in there at one point. I was 12. Yeah, that was all over the place.
With a lack of direction and young adulthood fast approaching, John took a step down an unlikely path.
At first, I wanted to be a fighter pilot, and the first thing I went to was Air Force, and they told me I was too tall, so I was like, bye, and I left. The next one was the Navy, and we were sitting outside of his office, the Navy recruiter, and didn't show up on time. The Marine recruiter was right next door. We started talking about what I want to do, and kind of just went from there. Signed up for the Marines.
What are you doing, bro?
kind of felt like.
Simultaneously.
John's transplant had somewhere between 10 and 20 people in the operating room. Now, about half of those people are surgeons, and the other group are all of the people that make it possible what we do in the operating room.
With tissue in the donor arms deteriorating with every minute that passes, a delay in the procedure could result in the transplant failing.
That part was scary. I didn't sleep the whole time he had the surgery, but somebody was in the operating room every 2 hours. They would send me an update. That helped because with it being that extensive.
My bad. It's just it's 43 minutes. I'm just trying to get, you know what I'm
the
saying?
level of his amputations.
He's the first man with another man's arms.
Their flourishing romance.
You know, Jess did have to help me with like driving. Like she did have to drive us to the dates and everything like that. Did have to help me get dressed and a few other minor things here and there. But it wasn't like, babe, help me do this, help me do this, help me do this. 5 months of dating, we built a strong foundation.
But for the new couple, things were about to change.
Right about 4 o'clock-ish. And I look down at my phone, and it comes up with this weird name. And it says Doctor, but then it comes up with like almost like an Indian name. I cannot pronounce it. I can't even remember what it was. And it said Boston, Massachusetts. I'm like, this is it. And I knew that this was it because I was not expecting a call. I answer the phone, and it's Dr. Talbot. He's like, John? I'm like, yep, that's me. He's like, so we think we have a match. I kind of like lay on the couch and I start to break down crying because I'm happy. But my mood switches and I start to like actually cry for the person who just died. I felt bad for him. I felt bad for his family. Even though I didn't know their names. I didn't know anything about them. I just felt bad for somebody out there that I never met because they're willing to donate their son or their husband, their boyfriend's arms. And that's all I knew. That's all I knew at that current time.
Within 24 hours of the phone call, John was in Boston, ready for surgery. The transplant will begin by joining John's bones to the donor arms using metal plates. Next, Dr. Talbot and his team use microscopes and precision instruments to connect John's arteries and veins. When blood starts flowing, John's new hand should turn pink with new life. They then repair the muscles and tendons before finally connecting John's nerves to the donor arms. Hopefully, in time, giving him sensation and function.
The level of his amputations definitely makes his case a little bit more challenging than others. The worst case scenario, there's a potential with this degree of surgery and this degree of medical intervention that someone can die from this.
I don't know, something in my brain was like ring time, like no emotion, stone face. I was fine.
For John's loved ones, it was a bittersweet moment.
I didn't want him to do the transplant at all. It's not that I didn't support him doing the transplant. I didn't think it was worth the risk because he could have died during the surgery. It was his choice to do the transplant. I stood by him. It was just more like, I don't think it's worth you dying for.
You can't do an operation that's of this magnitude without having some complications along the way.
I pretty much kept it together until they actually...
That's gotta be just the thing. Like, wow. I mean, for both of them.
Yeah, dog. How do you find these videos, bro?
No, I'll be, man.
We took him into pre-op. When he went around the corner, I lost it.
Apparently, when I turned the corner, she actually like broke down, like crying, and she couldn't remember who was holding her or anything. That's actually kind of when I started breaking down too. I got to the actual operating table, there was this one nurse, and she put her head against mine because I was like, don't let me die on this table.
With preparation and testing complete, John is finally sedated for surgery to begin.
I was in surgery 16 hours total. It was a long day. Well, not for me. For Jess, it was.
2 surgical teams were required to transplant each arm simultaneously.
John's transplant had somewhere between 10 and 20 people in the operating room. Now, about half of those people are surgeons, and the other group are all of the people that make it possible what we do in the operating room.
With tissue in the donor arms deteriorating with every minute that passes, a delay in the procedure could result in the transplant failing.
That part was scary. I didn't sleep the whole time he had the surgery, but somebody was in the operating room every 2 hours. They would send me an update. That helped because with it being that extensive of a time period that somebody's under, it just helped. Everything's still okay. Everything's, we move on to this part. Right?
Thanks, guys, for sticking around.
After 16 long hours, the 20-strong team have completed John's groundbreaking arm transplant.
Why is Lily the best bank account for freelancers?
You really don't know already?
Do I bore you?
All they can do now is wait for John to come round from the anesthesia. Initial signs were good.
Got another man.
Give everybody a thumbs up.
There's no thumbs up.
But as the drugs wore off, things began to change.
All that stuff that was blocking the pain from my body was starting to wear off. And the pain got so bad that I was literally seconds away from paging the nurse and saying, hey, I need you to call the team and amputate my arms again. It was so bad that first night. Seconds away, and I started thinking about my donor. I was like, I can't like go through all this, and then donor died, and then just have my arms amputated just because of a little pain. Like, I've handled worse. Like, I can do this.
I think that the view of the public when it comes to hand transplantation is that this is a huge operation and certainly can have a lot of things go wrong, but that the operation is the end of the story. Really, the operation is the beginning of the story for these patients.
Oh, man.
People think that you attach the arms and it's like, oh, bam, you got your fingers back. You can go do whatever you want. Like, you're going to go use them like how you used to use your hands. No.
Be thankful, man. Be grateful.
Within days of receiving new arms, John began intense physiotherapy from a dedicated team of specialists.
We're asking a lot of these patients. We're asking them to risk some of their well-being, having a major operation, and we're asking them to go through rehabilitation, which is daily at the beginning. It's an enormous ask of anybody to actually go through that kind of process. The person undergoing the transplant isn't the only person who has to adjust. The caregiver and the family members for these patients are unbelievably important.
Oh.
When you first had the transplant done, we couldn't really be apart more than 15 minutes. Couldn't drink anything, couldn't scratch your nose, couldn't put pressure on, couldn't eat, couldn't go to the bathroom. Yeah.
She had never, ever helped me with more personal things I would never ask a girlfriend to do, like toilet, going to the bathroom. Number 2, couldn't do that.
The family member of the transplant patient is a critical part of success. There's no question that going through this without that person would be nearly impossible.
Jess's commitment and John's determination started to show results.
You ain't see it?
Yeah, I had to tell my wife I don't want breakfast right now.
Very first time my fingers wiggled. That was December 28th, 2015. So that was 3 months after transplant.
Was that a huge day for you, John?
Oh yeah, I mean, you could see the smile.
Ay, Dios mío, bro. I don't know if I even want that, bro. You?
Hell no. I wonder how much that type of surgery costs, because I know insurance ain't gonna cover all of that shit, bro. How much out-of-pocket money you think that shit costs, dog? Because insurance is not gonna cover all of that, dog.
Absolutely not. They had to have. That's one of those cases. That was history, so they probably, you know what I'm saying? That's science. Like all, you know, it all wraps up together, like. So he probably didn't have to pay for it.
That's true, dog.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Something like that. Listen, we're gonna offer you something that we have never offered the next man. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're gonna have to give you a chance to have some arms and things like that.
It's just the way how you doing all of that shit.
Yes. Yeah, I think I would have got a bionic arm myself.
Oh yeah, dog.
Yeah. I think I would have got a bionic arm, but you know, if somebody come with you with a, you know, it's like a deal of a lifetime type stuff, right? Whew. Just to be able to wipe your own butt.
Man, he had one of them bad days. That arm might fall up, bruh. Come on, dog.
That was crazy, yo.
Dog, you and your videos, dog. Them shits be interesting, dog. That's why I asked, like, where do you find your videos at?
Wow. All that stuff come, like, it all be together, like the robots and all that stuff. Wow, that was crazy. That one right there, yeah.
Dog, that shit right there.
That was different.
Yeah, dog.
Hooping funny. Yeah, man, that's why I say, man, and we blessed to move our arms, bro, and we complain about what we don't have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never understood that shit, dog.
Complain about what we don't have. Meanwhile, this man is right here.
Then you got lazy people that don't want to get up and go to work, but you got handicapped people and shit working in Walmart and Sam's and shit like that. How come they can get up and go to work, but your ass can't? Like, come on, dog.
You know how some people think? This how some people be. They be like, now how much is it? Because when I was blessed to be able to work, I'll tell somebody how much I make, and because I wasn't fortunate to get, my situation and things like that. So they'll be like, I wouldn't work for that. I would hate when some, And that's how people, they don't even have a job, bro, but they won't salute, gang. You know what I mean? Because they feel like it's beneath them, they won't work the job.
That shit crazy, dog.
Here you got, like you said, you got the brother with autism or
right, bagging groceries and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Bagging groceries, and here you got the 86-year-old man sweeping in the parking lot. You know what I mean?
Like getting carts and shit. And you got people, normal people like us, not saying me and you, just people in general that don't want to fucking do shit.
We turn now to Tokyo and the Summer Games. And while there may not be any fans in the country for these Olympics, our correspondent James Longman has been exploring the sights and sounds of Tokyo during his time there, including a unique phenomenon called animal cafes. So what exactly are they? Here's his report.
Did I just hear a lizard fart? Is that what's just happened? Actually, no, he's just gone to the toilet. Welcome to the Reptile Cafe.
I'm checking out one of Japan's biggest crazes, animal cafes, and this one is a little unnerving.
He might bite you and then strangle
He might bite you and then strangle you to death. That's really lovely.
Walk down any one of Tokyo's trendiest neighborhoods and you'll see signs for all kinds of experiences. We thought we'd grab a latte at the Reptile Cafe. In fast-paced Tokyo, these places offer a chance to unwind, all part of a focus on healing and getting in touch with nature in the big city. Although I didn't find it particularly relaxing when the owner decided to show us the full experience.
Oh God. I feel like Britney Spears. Can it sense fear? I feel like it's going to go for my neck.
It will not strangle you.
Yeah, this is the wrong sentence to use in this situation. It will not strangle you.
He just wants to play.
How does he?
He was in a container. So
Yeah.
he wants to explore.
It's nice.
Okay, so I didn't love the snake on my shoulders, but for Melanie and Cassie, who've been together 3 years, it seems the perfect date spot.
Because of the housing conditions in Japan, we have small apartments and houses, and many people want to buy these animals, but it's hard to buy, so we seek connection with animals in a place like this.
In a city where space is a premium, keeping a snake might not seem like too much of a stretch, but a mini pig, that's a different story. At the Me Pig Cafe, you get a coffee and a donut and a whole bunch of mini pigs placed on your lap. And as ever with pigs, it was feeding time.
Okay, they're biting my fingers. That's what's happening. So why do people come to the pig cafe? What is it about pigs that people like?
Pigs are actually a herd animal, so they love to talk to people. So if you go to cat cafes, sometimes the cats don't really talk to you. They don't want to see their thing. But the pigs will really come to the customers and relax with them.
So it's better to have a pig cafe than a cat cafe.
Yeah, customers who come here like once a week. Yeah, quite regularly
Really?
for a couple hours at a time. So.
2 hours a week with a pig. Does you a lot of good, apparently. Let's feed a bit more. But guys, can we watch it with the teeth?
It's not just popular with the Japanese. Even during a pandemic, American tourists have made it here too.
It's so cute.
Do you think a pig cafe would take off in Ohio?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Yeah.
You're going to start a pig cafe in
Maybe I
Ohio.
will.
What do you like most about them then? What's the thing that's attracted you to this?
Honestly, ever since I was a little kid, I really liked pigs. For some reason, I guess Charlotte's Web was like the big thing for me. And so when I saw that there was like animal cafes here in Japan, I just wanted to give it a try.
But there is a darker underbelly to all this. To understand it, we visited possibly the strangest cafe of all.
Fancy an otter with your coffee? I know a place. There you go.
This Otter Cafe gets 100 visitors a day, and there are 3 like this around the city. But rights groups say that the demand for these sorts of experiences in Japan is driving illegal smuggling operations. Tomomi Katame is from Traffic, an NGO that monitors the illegal animal trade.
So from the conservation perspective, this proliferation of exotic animal cafes and the usage or demand for exotic pets more generally is definitely a concern.
This cafe says all their otters were born here.
Hello.
But Kitame says they've seen a marked increase in otter smuggling in Japan. These cafes, she says, can have a positive impact, but it's a process.
They would have to play an active role in reducing demand and educating the public. If there's a way they can do that, then there may be a potential for responsible existence. But there are other concerns from the perspective of animal welfare and potentially human health risks.
And what are those human health risks? Well, the very real possibility of animal diseases jumping to humans. Sound familiar? Visiting these animal cafes was a fun and engaging experience, but as this trend grows, the potential for dangerous consequences grows too.
Well, Lindsay, these animal cafes are part of a growing exotic animal trade here in Asia. And rights groups will say that it's...
She says can have a positive impact, but it's a process.
They would have to play an active role in reducing demand and educating the public. If there's a way they can do that, then there may be a potential for responsible existence. But there are other concerns from the perspective of animal welfare and potentially human health risks.
And what are those human health risks? Well, the very real possibility of animal diseases jumping to humans. Sound familiar? Visiting these animal cafes was a fun and engaging experience, but as this trend grows, the potential for dangerous consequences grows too.
Well, Lindsay, these animal cafes are part of a growing exotic animal trade here in Asia. And rights groups will say that it's not just the animals they're concerned about, it's the increasing contact of humans with all kinds of animals they may not otherwise have come into contact with. And that's when you get disease transmission. And of course, we're all living through a pandemic, which was probably caused by a human coming into contact with an animal that they shouldn't have. So that is one of the big concerns for this part of the world. But I have to say, when we were in these cafes, we saw they were clean. The animals looked to be happy for the most part. And it is a regulated industry here in Japan. And a lot of people will say, well, it's good for people to be educated and to come into contact with these animals to learn more about the natural world. And it seems to be a thing that Japanese people really love.
That's why we're in the trouble that we're in now, because we want to interact with animals that we're not supposed to be interacting with or having in our possession. There you go.
That shit.
You know what I'm saying? Always, man.
That shit's crazy, dog.
Come on, man. Otters. You're not supposed to be playing with otters, bro. You feel me?
Dog.
You're not supposed to be playing with otters, B.
Come on, dog. Not even a house pet.
Come on, Shay.
I was just about to say that shit, dog. They eat them animals over there, dog. That's why I do not eat Chinese food, bro. I promise you. No disrespect to Chinese people, but hey, I just can't eat no cat and dog, bro.
Yeah, I definitely. At the end of the day, they are, you know, they are brothers and sisters too.
Here, pain right now. I love otters, B.
Okay.
I love them, B. Otters are my friends. B.
I love otters too, man. But damn, bro, you feel me?
I stay away from them shits, dog, because the pond by my crib where I go fishing at, dog, otters that swim in that shit.
How many people agree with this? How many of people agree with this? Let me know if you agree with this. I've been incarcerated with Chinese people, and they said they don't eat that shit. I've been incarcerated with Chinese folks. No, this in sign language, that's how you say Chinese. Chinese people. Chinese people. Chinese people. Puerto Rican people. Black people. White.
You know sign language, dog?
Salute, Pete. Huh?
You know sign language?
Come on, son. Where you been at? You know I know sign language, bro. My mother's deaf, homie. You know I know sign language, bro. Oh, you probably missed that.
Yeah, I never knew that, dog.
Yeah, I know sign language, bro. Yeah.
That is one of the dopest things to know, bro.
Come on, family. My brother, my sister.
That's good, dog. That's one of the dopest things, dog.
Yeah, man. My mom been on here. She been on here like once or twice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she been on here like once or twice.
Yeah, I seen your mom when you was at the laundromat, but I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Dog, that shit I didn't know you knew that shit, dog.
Yeah, dog. Me, my brother, and my sister. My parents was deaf. My father was born deaf. My mother got sick as a baby, and she lost most of her hearing and speech. So we grew up, you know, learning sign language.
On the news and shit with that sign language, dog.
Huh?
You need to be on the news or something with that sign language, dog.
I know, man, I always hear that, man. Please don't remind me. My calling was for something else, man. This too, helping, you know, deaf people, man. I've been in
Yo. Salute. What's good?
What's good, B?
What's good, Swin? What's poppin', man? God bless you, B.
God bless you.
Always hooping, games. Salute to all of y'all, man. Shout out to the chat.
Hey, brother.
What's going on? Yo, I love otters, bro. I wanted one, man. You just shot it down for me. I don't want one no more.
Nah, I wasn't saying it like that for you to not want one, bro. You can still get one, man.
It's a pet one day. It's a pet one day till the next.
As long as it ain't swan, you heard?
Yo, son, I wanted an otter, bro. You heard?
You
I was
wanted
gonna
to.
name him.
You
I was
wanted
gonna
to
name him
sleep.
Freddie.
Come on, bro.
You was gonna
You know
name
what I'm saying? Yo, what's popping though, man? God bless you, B.
God bless you too, man.
Yo, what you feel about that Locks versus Dipset, son? I gotta ask that, son.
It was a smash, bro. It was one-sided, bro. It was one-sided. Dipset came late, and they rapped over their songs, over their own records.
They wasn't ready. They wasn't ready.
It wasn't ready, but
They
bro,
wasn't ready.
they gave y'all, how much time did they give them, bro? It's not like we just tell y'all a week ahead of time.
You know, it was sad to watch, bro, to be honest with you, man. I mean, they tried to bully, you know what I'm saying? Try to bully a win. You heard? I didn't like that. I didn't like that. They were very unprofessional to me. You know what I'm saying? The whole Dipset as a whole. They looked like bozos, man. God bless them. Bozos, son.
Bozos, bro.
They were super bozoed out, man. You know what I mean? It looked like, you know, it looked like they was all drunk or something.
Bro, and look how God did Jim Jones. You see when he fell off the stage?
Oh man, son.
Look how God did him.
It was just not their night. It was not their night.
Look how God did him, bro.
They try to be mean though. They try to be like super thugged out. You know what was crazy too? I was thinking the whole time, if a fight go down, Dipset can't come back to New York no more.
Yo, you funny. Dipset can't
It's
come.
a fact, man. Dipset can't come to New York if they violate the Locks.
That night was
the Locks is New York.
That night was a proven night that New York F with the Locks more than they do Dipset, bro. Because that's all Dipset kept saying. Y'all don't got New York. We got New York. Y'all don't got New York.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro.
Every time Jada and them sang their song and they stopped, you heard the crowd finishing off their lyrics. You never heard that with Dipset. You never heard it with Dipset, bro.
The only lyrics that they knew of Jim Jones and them was Ballin'. You heard, like they knew some of the songs, but the catalog wasn't strong enough. You know what I'm saying?
And that's all Dipset would try to say. They was like, y'all got songs, but we got hits. And then they said, we got songs for the ladies. Y'all don't have songs for the ladies.
And then they played a song for the ladies.
Song for the ladies.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was fly. I love the Locks, bro. I love the Locks. The Locks are the epitome of New York spitters. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can't deny that they the spitters of New York. You know what I mean?
Right. And then I liked at the end, man, when who was it, Styles P, when he was like, yo, everybody, man. He said,
go home safe, man, no trouble.
Put the peace sign up. And then he said, now close the peace sign. He said, we all together, white, black, brown. He was like, now go home. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you why he did that too, yo. Yo, he's empathetic, bro. He felt, even though he wanted to slap the Dipset a couple of times, he wanted him to make it back home too. You heard? Because if he would have, all the Locks had to do was say, yo, get these dudes. The whole New York they would have not made it home, son. You heard? The Dipset was playing too much. Everybody kept their cool because the Locks was cool. You know what I'm saying? But if they would have let that happen to the Locks, if they would have tried to pop on the Locks in New York City, they would have not made it back home, son.
That's what that shit was, dog.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't have not had made it home, but all they had to do was give an order, bro.
Are you serious, dog?
What? They was dying to get on stage, bro. You ain't hear Kiss telling them to chill?
Word.
Kiss had to keep telling niggas to chill, man. You're like, yo, chill.
The stage almost collapsed, bro.
Yeah, son, it was, come on, it was bugging.
Yo, the Dipset, man, I was embarrassed that they was from New York, bro. Be honest with you.
A lot of people felt like that, man.
I was embarrassed that they was from New York, son. I like Cameron. You know what I'm saying? His first album, his second album, maybe. But they not no Locks. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. I feel like the people would have looked at them different, gave them more love if they would have brung Hell Rell, J.R. Ryder, 40 Cal. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what just happened to 40 Cal, even though I don't know if he would have came because his daughter she passed away, you know what I'm saying? Sleep in peace, man.
The Dipset look like dudes that never had money, that got money and don't know how to act.
A bunch of 6'9s. A bunch of 6'9s.
Wow, man, it was horrible, bro.
A bunch of 6'9s, bro. That's what they looked like.
They should be ashamed of themselves, man. You know what though? Versus should have did more homework on that one. You heard?
They just fed them to the wolves. It's like feeding guys. It's like you fed those guys to the wolves, bro.
They had you saw Drew Santana trying to bump dudes and all that, got his bandana thrown on the floor.
That's his bandana. And Kimbella, his baby mom was there and everything.
Yo, you know what's crazy too? Drew Santana looked like a kid that never grew up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad, son. He looked like he wanted to be a teenager again. Like he was acting like a kid.
Wow, did you see that?
He was, man. He was acting like a spoiled kid.
Hopping all around the damn stage and shit.
He's a baby.
Oh, man, son.
He's 30-something, but for real, he's a baby, man.
He's like my age, bro.
He has a baby mentality, dog.
Yeah, man. He never grew up.
I mean,
he never grew up.
About
He
his
never grew up.
child because he never really had a child.
He never grew up. And
You
most
know-
of his life, he been getting high. He been getting high since a young boy. So after that, he been getting high.
High on what?
They say once you start getting high, that you stop growing. You know what I mean? They say the age that you started getting high is the age that you stop. You going physically, yeah, but mentally, you stop.
Oh, mentally, yeah.
You know, a lot of it is
dope.
Cam too, man. I don't think Cam very good to them boys. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't really care. You know what I'm saying? It's just money. Like you could tell with the Dipset is about money strictly, but with the Locks it's about the people. It's about hip hop. Like we're gonna survive, we're gonna eat, but we hip hop, son. That's, you know what I'm saying. The people are first with the Locks, and that's something that you gotta, you know what I'm saying. That makes you love them even more. That's why they can live in any borough or any building they want to live in New York City, and nothing's wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? New York loves the Locks, bro. We love the Locks, son. You know what I mean?
It was crazy, bro. Dudes, and then what was up with your man Freaky Zeke, bro?
Paper tabs or something, bro.
Dog, he must have had one of them switchy pills before the show, dog. He was too flamboyant out there, dog. What grown man moves like that, dog? Even if you had a club. My wife, dude. So what the? Come on, dog.
You seen how he kept dancing, like coming through, like.
It wasn't a good look for Harlem, man. Shout out to Harlem. Harlem was mad too. Like, yo, who are these dudes?
Harlem was mad. Harlem
was mad.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Harlem. It's Harlem.
Yo, I got a question for y'all. How much do y'all actually think for people like us to go there? How much you think those tickets were to get into Madison Square Garden and see that Versus?
That's a good question.
Couple hundred.
That's a good question.
Would have paid that shit to see that motherfuckers though, because that was my first time ever watching a Versus battle, dog.
Think it's on Google?
Oh man, you missed some good ones then, bro.
Oh, you missed Jeezy? You missed Jeezy who?
Dog, that was my first Versus battle I've watched ever, dog.
Jeezy?
Yo, Gucci was whack.
Dog.
Gucci was whack. Dipset
was whack.
Gucci.
What was the Versus battle that I should?
All Gucci man kept trying to talk about his money. He talking about I got $10,000 worth of clothes on.
Dipset is Gucci fans.
Jeezy said, I got real estate in Atlanta. As soon as he said,
you see, there's a difference between boys and men. They show the difference between boys and men. Jeezy showed you boys versus men. He was the man. Gucci was a little boy.
Yep.
And the whole Dipset as a whole, man, the only one that knew how to act was Jim Jones.
They didn't even act like a group though, dog. Like they wasn't like as one on stage.
Hey, bro just said it. Bro just said it. They together for the money, homie.
It's strictly money, ain't no love.
They just said it. You could tell. It wasn't like the Locks, bro. You could tell them bros really love each other, man. These people don't put their arguments on the internet and all that. You don't do that, bro. You don't do that.
It was like BET The Basement versus Love and Hip Hop show, bro. You know what I mean? Like Love and Hip Hop don't got no love or hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole fact, dog.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And then you got, it was like, but then the last came through and showed you what hip hop's supposed to look like. Every performance was to an instrumental. They knew their words, they knew their flows, they knew, you know what I'm saying? They had stage presence, man. They got the crowd involved. You know what I'm saying? They showed love. You could feel love radiating when they came to the people. Like when they turned and looked at the Dipset, they was a little annoyed. But when they turned and looked at the crowd, they was telling the crowd, yo, we love y'all. You know what I mean? And then here you go with the Dipset, no love and no hip hop. Wow. Yo, Cameron tried to freestyle, so that was horrible.
How about when Styles P shouted out Max B?
Classic.
Classic. Perfect words, man.
Gangsters and gentlemen, bro. They was the real gangsters and gentlemen.
My brother that was classic. He shouted out Max B. He said, I was with him a couple months, you know what I'm saying, before he got locked up.
The last 3 weeks, yeah.
Last 3 weeks. I know he was going through.
It was classic.
Hey, Payne, what were you gonna name that otter, dog?
What's up? I was gonna name my otter Freddy, man. You heard? Webto Freddy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get one now though. You know what I mean? Yo, Rod gonna sick his dogs on my otter. I ain't with it.
Oh, did you see the baby video?
The baby? Who's the baby? Who's baby?
Some point. In fact, we're gonna go back to it.
Oh, you're talking about a rapper? The rapper dude?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't listen to that.
Yeah,
I like hip hop, bro, not hippity hoopla.
We was just, yeah, you gotta see it, bro. It's like it's very disturbing, to say the least.
I know.
All right.
Talk shit after he see this video.
Yo, let me grab a drink real quick.
Yeah. Very disturbing. Gang, what up, bro? 3 o'clock in the morning eating. What you eating, bro?
Blueberries.
Okay.
Yeah. They're expensive.
They say blueberries are good for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High in fiber or something, yeah.
Fresh ain't dead. What up, brother?
But a pet one day, dinner the next.
Okay. Wait for Bo to come back, man. In the meantime, in between time.
But how you been, little freak? You been good?
Yeah. I gotta go get some blood work today. See how them kidneys and them organs are looking, you heard?
You not at the beach?
No, I'm not at the beach. No beach today.
No tan?
Hold on, you gonna play that baby joint?
On?
Yeah, I'm about to play it now. You ready?
Yes, sir. I'm fighting with a bee over my soda.
Yeah. You got orange soda?
Nah, man, Coke. I started to be drinking it.
Hey, I've been drinking soda lately too, man. A lot. It's more than I usually.
That's what I'm drinking.
We ride together, we die together. Bad boys for life.
Buddy. You might go out those motherfuckers up. Anybody like this motherfucker can get the fuck up and get out of here, goddammit. Anybody like this motherfucker, get out of here. There's gonna be some trouble in this motherfucking church today. More trouble than your ass can stand up here, goddammit.
Fuck y'all nigga looking at.
That's that nigga baby. Officer Rucker won't be arrested that nigga back in the day. Baby said that nigga ever dropped a photo, beating that nigga off.
You know I will, baby.
He got spitting that nigga off. Yeah, dead motherfucker.
What the fuck are you doing here?
What?
Pain, we in the last days, Pain. I know you know. You know what I mean? You already
All
seen it.
the niggas who play with me who dead, them niggas ain't wanna live. She gave me head and that head was given when it was supposed to give. I came out here and got on cause I was doing what I was supposed to do. The way she ate me up and ate them kids, I don't think she want no kids. These niggas beefing for I G, but bitch, I wanna kill. Kept getting blessed, cause bitch, I hustle. I ain't wanna steal. I whip this bitch out now in front of all these cameras, niggas know what it is. I hit out here sliding with a warrant, I think he wanna steal. Pussy pulled me over the little 4-way. The DA asked me for a picture, I wore Dior to my last court date. Nigga asked I got a pass, I tell him no way. Bitch, we like A's, I'm on your ass, we on your ass, bitch, we won't go away. I think I need to change the scenery, a new man. Fine hoe, sir. New thing. Thinking about checking me about a hoe, gon' see a blue flame. Off the front of the clip when I start hitting, so tie your shoestring. He's a runner, he's a track star. He's tough that nigga that rap ain't really that. You niggas just act hard. I came in this bitch too real, I had to chill. I almost got blackballed. Just talked to my CPA, said I'm approved for my new black card. All the niggas who play with me who dead, the niggas ain't wanna live. She gave me head and that head was given when it was supposed to give. I came out here and got on cause I was doing what I was supposed to do. The way she hit me up and ate them kids, I don't think she want no kids. The way he got that look up in his eye, he must wanna die. Think I'm gonna make your mama cry, you make my mama cry. I stay up out the way and mind my business cause I'm certified. That nigga that made me mad, okay, it's murder now. $500,000 worth of chains, it probably hurt your eye. I took my time and won the race, they give him first place to the turtle now. Brought him back, I need endorsements on the turtleneck. Talk the freak, how to talk back, she turned herself to a squirter now. Squirtle, no disrespect, but girl, that pussy wet. So you gon' have to get up and get the fuck up out my bed. Come showing up for them hoes and we gon' paint the city red. The last nigga to play with me, that nigga dead. All the niggas who play with me who dead, them niggas ain't wanna live. She gave me head and head was given when it was supposed to give. I came out here and got on cause I was doing what I was supposed to do. The way she ate me up, making kids, I don't think she want no kids. Nigga, bitch. So don't trip on me about that, hoe. You don't wanna get goddamn soul snatch. You the one getting the kisses. Shit, you winning.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
I know how you goddamn haters. Look, it's no shit.
Speak, bro.
Blasphemy.
Absolutely.
Blasphemy, bro.
Absolutely.
You know what? He's talented, bro, but he's demonic. You don't respect his talent.
This is why he had no business saying nothing about Lil Nas X. You know what I'm saying? You doing the same thing.
You can't sell sin and call out the sinners, man.
Dig it.
You can't sell sin and call out the sinners, hypocrite. You know?
That's why
God bless him.
That's why I named.
You hate now, goddamn it. Don't start hating now. You wasn't hating when the motherfucker was living, goddamn it. Now the motherfucker dead. Fuck you trying to admit.
Wow, blasphemy, son. I can't even look at that.
That's how I felt, man.
Bad boys for life.
This is what's normal, too. This is the norm.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
I played this in the very beginning. The sister Ann had was talking about it, you know what I mean? So we checked it out. Me, Murph, her, a couple other people that was around. And
horrible.
Bro, this is why you my twin, bro. Well, hey man, what is born? I said immorality will be the normal, bro. When immorality will be the norm, be very afraid, man.
We in the last days, B.
Be very afraid, man.
Lord Father God, forgive me for wicked thoughts, forgive me for wicked sin. I know better, Father. Talk.
Look, don't fight hate with hate.
Yeah. Don't fight hate with hate. That was antagonistic, you know what I'm saying?
Fight ignorance, bro.
The dude said God.
Yeah. You know what? He's talented, you know what I'm saying? It's probably a hit song.
Very much so. He's very much talented. The brother's nasty. I gotta get, but not that. This is why I be saying
all the kids on this application, YouTube should have a problem with that video.
So why is that allowed? That's what I'm saying. How is that okay to play on YouTube? How is that?
How do they get away with it?
So this is cool, and other things aren't. That's why I said, like, come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing?
That's crazy.
Who the YouTube police?
I froze, right? I froze?
Yeah.
Yeah, my service went off for a second. My bad. I didn't hear what you said. But yeah, man, that's the new norm. I mean, we've been living, it's been a long time. You know, the last, 100 years is not even a day, you know what I'm saying, to God. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So it's been going on for a long time. You know, when we talk about the last days, people think, what, we got a week, we got a 2? Nah, man, you don't know how much you got. You know what I'm saying? Just be ready. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Like you said,
Word.
a day. It's like you said. It's just like you just said it, bro.
Word. When they think about the last days, they think it's gonna be like days. You know what I'm saying?
Like tomorrow.
Nah, man. These are the birth pains.
Only God knows. You know what I'm saying?
Only God knows.
Just be.
But he shows the signs. There's signs though.
To be ready. Just be
Yeah,
ready.
yeah. Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready no more. Because it can happen.
Try not to get caught out in sin, because you thinking, okay, I'm gonna do this sin, but as soon as I do it, I'm gonna repent. As soon as I do it. But you could be committing
don't work like that.
You could be committing a sin and get caught back in that sin. You know what I mean? Your last breath you could be wasting your last breath committing a sin is what I'm trying to say. Like,
yeah,
God is definitely not to be mocked, man.
God is not to be mocked.
Every time they mock God,
blasphemy.
He shows his. I mean,
hey, I got a question for you and Tame, bro. So like, I know everybody has to die and stuff. So like, are you scared to die? Because you got kids and all that stuff. Do you ever think about that type of stuff, dog? About dying and stuff?
Yo, you know, death was a part of my circle for a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been wondering when it was my turn for a long time. You heard? So you have to accept it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is appointed that we all die in FC judgment. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta accept it, bro. You gotta accept it. You know, when I do die, I don't want nobody to cry, son, because I feel like I'm ready right now. I'm not suicidal by any means.
Right.
I'm just saying, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting every day to stay away from sin. You know what I mean? And I accepted a long time ago that it's just part of life. And you know what? It's pretty exciting if you think about it, because I want to know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? If I make it to the right side. You feel me? I want to know what it's like, man. You know what I mean? I've been waiting my whole life, man, I've been waiting my whole life to figure it out. And I figured it out. It's appointed.
But my thing is, like, don't you just worry about, like, man, what about my kids and stuff? Like, that's gonna be like devastating to the. I don't know.
Well,
bro.
my kids really belong to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Just like my mother's kids belong to the Lord too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we're in God's hands, then what I'm worried about? You know what I mean? It is what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it's going to be, man. If I die right now, it's still God's running things. You heard? We can only do what we're supposed to do, but we can't do everything, you know what I'm saying, that could be done. You know what I mean? Yeah. God got that. So if it's my time to go, I can't worry about, you know what I'm saying, what's going to happen to my kids after I'm gone. I'm gone. They got to worry about that. And they got to give their life to the Lord. You know what I mean?
Man,
this is where faith plays a part at, bro. The ones who believe and have faith, not too fearful of getting called back, man. It's the ones who are out here, you know what I'm saying, cutting up every day. They be scared because they don't want, they scared to face the judgment, because everyone's gonna face the judgment. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's why we gotta love each other, Rock. You know what I'm saying? Even in the Bible says, man, how can you love God and that you can't see, but you don't love your brother that you can see? You know what I mean? Right. So I'm gonna love you while I'm here, man. When I'm gone, just remember that love part, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to be remembered for. You know what I'm saying? Right. And God got you, man. Believe that God got you, yo. Because I can't do nothing really for you. Right. I'm just a man. You feel me? And you can't really do nothing to me. Or I believe in the afterlife. I believe that a man could take my life in the physical and that's nothing. God could throw me in a lake of fire. So I got to respect him, do my best to do his way. You know what I'm saying? And I got to let y'all know that y'all should do the same thing. Yeah. Do your best to be your best, man. Not because of people, but because of God. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing a man can do to you but take you out. But God can put you through pain forever and ever. You know what I'm saying?
Eternity.
Talk that shit, bro.
Love you. Go ahead, Deuce. What's up, brother?
Yo, man, bro. Salute, man. Word. God bless you guys, man. I ain't really worried about it, bro.
No, I just wanted to ask y'all that question and shit, dog. It wasn't nothing like, you know.
No. You know what, too? Because he also said to worry about nothing and pray over everything. See, worry shortens your life alone, too, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people just alive, but they're not living, son. You know what I'm saying? So if I spend my time with what worries me too much, I'm not really living, son. I'm just alive. You know what I mean? And I don't want to, anytime I got to worry, I leave it to God, man. I really do, son. You what I'm saying? Y'all saw me. I was in the hospital. I thought I was dying then, right? I thought I was dying then. I just didn't want to say nothing because I didn't want to ruin anybody else's day. You know what I'm saying? Word. I had gangrene in my gallbladder, son. The doctor said if I would have waited one more day, I would have died.
That, bro. Gangrene, bro, and his gallbladder.
Word. God saved me from that. You know what I'm saying?
That's faith, bro.
We went live every day, right?
That's faith, bro.
Like, it is what it is. Let it be what it was. Lord Father God, forgive me, man. Can I come home now? You know what I'm saying? That's how I was feeling. Like, yo, am I going home now? That's cool. I was cool with it. I'm cool with it.
God tells us that he's not going to put a burden on you that you can't handle, man.
Amen.
He won't put a burden on you that you can't handle. The brother had gangrene, and a lot of people can't handle that, bro.
Yeah.
That's heavy right there, dude. Some people will break down crazy, like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just lose it.
Yo, but as bad as it was for me, it was worse for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I always know that. You feel me? It could be worse. And the worse it gets is if you get cast in a lake of fire, then you're going to know pain. You know what I mean? So right now in this physical, man, it's just a test. This is just a test to see where we going after this, bro. That's how I really feel. This is just a phase. The flesh is a phase. It's one long phase, you know what I'm saying, that leads to the longest thing you ever heard of. You know what I mean? Eternity. So this is just a phase, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm we got to get ready for the next phase, kid. This not going to be, even if we lived 150 years, that's nothing in heaven. It's not even a week. Nope. Wow, man. God bless you guys, man. Yo, Rob, man, I miss you, B. I'm out here too, man. We got to get up.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to hit you later, homie. You heard?
Yeah, we got to get up, son.
Some blood work. I'm going to hit you today. Later on today.
B. Right? Yo, Game, I miss you, B. God bless you. Always hooping. Big salute to you, my bro.
God bless
Shout out
you
to
too,
everybody
brother.
in the chat too, man. I'm gonna go run around with the peoples for a little while. But God bless you guys, man. I love y'all, man. Word up.
God bless you, brother.
Boom, 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 boom.
He said the boys are back in town.
Has he stopped smoking still?
King Ace funny, huh?
Has he still stopped smoking?
Who, me? Oh, Pain, that's right. I haven't seen him smoking a
I was
cigarette.
ask him that because I haven't seen him smoking no cigarette.
I haven't seen him smoking a cigarette. Usually he's out and about smoking if he's outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Because that's a big commitment to most people can't stop smoking, you know.
Nah, that's heavy, bro.
You know, it took my father 50 years of smoking, and then he said he stopped, and then he found out that he had lung cancer.
And then he had lung cancer after 50 years smoking?
Then after he stopped after 50 years, and then he found out he had lung cancer. He died 7 months later. My both parents died in both parents died in the same year.
Kathy Griffin just found out she had cancer. You know Kathy Griffin?
He was on a podcast. I didn't watch it on a Scarface podcast. I was gonna watch it, but
who? Kathy Griffin?
Oh no, you're talking about the this actor. My bad. It's another Kathy Griffin I thought you were talking about.
No, I'm talking about the actress.
Yeah, I saw that on the news.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Cigarettes. I've heard that cigarettes is more addictive than I've been smoking. I was a smoker, but I really smoked more when I was getting high. You know what I mean? Like, so it wasn't really too easy for me. Once I stopped getting high, it was kind of easy for me to start smoking cigarettes. I think I'm going. I should have wrote it down and all that. I know it's been since 2018 though. I don't know if it was in the middle or at the end, but it was in 2018 I started smoking.
Cigarette around your wife and stuff, big bro?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What, cigarettes?
Yeah.
I don't smoke cigarettes.
Oh, I thought you said you used to smoke cigarettes.
I used to smoke.
Yeah, I'm saying you don't get a craving around your wife since she's
Never.
That's good, dog.
Never.
That's good, dog.
Never. Around no cigarettes, never.
Yeah, no one, yeah.
I I never get the urge, bro. I feel like freedom, like, and you don't smell it on your fingers, your clothes. You know what I mean? Like I just, and it's a they $10 a pack. They about to be $11. In some places they 12, 13 up New York. They like $20 a pack.
In the city, it's like $15 to $16 for a pack of cigarettes, dog.
A lot of people smoking is stress related. Whole head dudes. Whoa. A lot of people, man. How many times you open up a letter or anything, man? The first thing you do is.
I've seen that dude, old head Deuce, before. He on full blood.
I seen it. Where the brother at?
Channel all the time.
On who channel?
He on Full Blast Radios. This dude that be spinning records. He dope as hell, dog. And I see that Deuce on there and shit.
Damn, you see this shit? That hard. The brother stopped doing drugs, but he can't stop smoking cigs. That's a lot of people, bro. That's a lot of people. I know people that's hard drug users, stop using drugs, but they still smoke cigarettes. To each his own, man. I don't knock nobody, man. I don't knock nobody for what they do, man.
The cigarette smells body.
Hey, old head Deuce, I'ma join. You heard?
I told you, bro.
Just remember my name, you heard? When I jump on board. But you already know, brother. You know who I am. I know you. You smoke cigarettes, Hoopin?
What?
You smoke cigarettes?
Just THC.
Okay. Game, you don't smoke cigarettes, do you?
I used to smoke, but I quit. I quit because of stigmatism.
Stigmatism?
Yeah.
What's that?
Someone what's got a mental illness smokes cigarettes.
Really?
It's like 99.9% of people who have the illness smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, you gotta defeat them, bro. If you was able to put down the smack, cigarettes shouldn't be nothing. Man, you put down the smack, bro. Coffee, herbs, cigarettes. You know what it was? I was smoking bud, right? And then after I smoked bud, I smoked cigarette. And I was like, what am I doing? Damn, all this smoke. I'm smoking. It's bad enough I'm smoking weed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm smoking cigarettes behind it.
That's what I'll be looking at my cousins like.
Is that not a thing?
That's too much.
That's too much, man.
That's why I'm looking at my cousins like, y'all niggas smoking Black and Milds and cigarettes after we done smoked this strong ass strand. Like, bruh, that shit stink anyway, though, dog.
That's too much.
That shit stink to me.
That's what made me hooping. That's what made me stop. That's another thing made me stop smoking cigarettes. You know what I mean? Like I was smoking bud, you know what I mean? Smoking my bud, you know what I mean? Then cigarette afterwards. I'm sitting on the porch like I'm wondering why I walk up and down and I'm already, and you feel the difference. I promise you feel the difference. I promise you. You feel the difference, bro. I know I do. Like my win is up. My win is up. Cigarettes really, they harmful, man. Okay, you on your John Wayne. You smoke buglers. Either you smoke buglers or you smoke top.
Or they got this machine out and shit, dog, where you can buy filters and put tobacco on top of the filter and roll, and it can be like,
yeah, I seen all that.
Yeah,
I seen all that. You roll yourself a little pack, get a big bag, get your filters.
Yeah, that's cheaper than getting cigarettes, probably. Shit.
Yo, look what my boy says. Stuck in traffic, like a city.
Man, but my whole family pretty much smoked cigarettes, dog. Like
they said they were supposed to start selling menthol cigarettes. What happened with that?
I thought they were gonna stop selling them shits too, dog.
You heard it. You heard about it, right? They're supposed to start selling menthol cigarettes.
And then you got some people out here saying they quit smoking cigarettes but smoke Black and Milds. Like, come on, bruh.
That's crazy. I used to smoke tops, man. Up north.
I ain't smoked top papers, nigga, man, in a long time, dog. And like some of those blunts and shit, dog, aren't good though, dog.
What you roll? What you smoke your stuff out of? Paper or
I got organic blunts and shit.
what kind of blunts?
They like organic blunts. I don't know if they organic. That's what the damn rapper says, dog. That shit probably not organic. How can they make a tobacco product organic?
You said how can they what?
How can they make a cigar organic, a tobacco product like organic, dog? Like, how is that possible?
I do like smoking a cigar once in a while.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, I seen you smoke a cigar. That's cool though. You say every once in a while, right?
Yeah.
I seen this cartoon I'm trying to look for, man, where they were showing the Locks beating up Dipset, man. Y'all seen it?
Nah.
Can't find it, man.
What's behind your head, LaFreak?
Huh? What's behind?
Yeah.
A bunch of bees, you heard? I'm down with Wu-Tang, you heard? I love those brothers laugh, man. Yo. Yeah, man. Bunch of bees, you heard?
Bees, yeah. Looks like a big bee. A big bumblebee.
That's what it looked like?
No, that's his dog back there, I think.
You gotta feed it, man. It looks hungry.
Stop, Uh-oh, they said a rapper gang busted. Let's see what this is about, y'all. What gang is this? So a gang of I came to bring the pain hardcore to the brain. Let's go inside my astral plane. That's my knowledge sparking. You see that? Oh, you talking about that? The bees behind me?
No, I thought that was your dog back there.
You look hungry, don't you?
A major gun trafficking bust involving a group of aspiring rappers.
All right, that operation allegedly brought dozens of firearms from Georgia to New York City. Dan Bones is here now with the details, Dan.
Yeah, Steve and Lori, exactly right. A total of 9 people arrested, some from New York, others from down in Georgia. A crew accused of smuggling firearms from the south up the so-called Iron Pipeline to the city, riding buses and rented cars to drive those weapons up.
Investigators say the suspects displayed the illegal firearms in their own music videos, the aspiring rappers accused of gun trafficking, but the illicit handguns ended up as much more than just props on screen.
Some of these guns ended up in the hands of violent criminals, including one handgun that law enforcement recovered after it was fired at NYPD officers.
While showing the firearms and stacks of cash generated views online, the scheme the 9 defendants allegedly operated is nothing new to law enforcement, transporting the weapons from southern states with lax gun laws into New York up what's known as the Iron Pipeline.
These defendants have conspired to illegally traffic firearms from out-of-state sources onto our New York City streets.
Through a partnership between the ATF, Justice Department, and the NYPD, investigators tracked the guns to the source, a suspect in Georgia known as a straw purchaser.
Someone who pretended that he was buying guns for himself when he was, in fact, illegally buying them for the New York defendants.
87 guns were purchased in all by the group, including members of the Brooklyn-based Blixky gang. Illegal weapons transported into cities has increasingly become a focus of law enforcement with surging violence this summer. The federal government recently launched several task forces to slow down the problem.
These strike forces are aimed at disrupting entire trafficking networks.
Recently, Fox 5 did an in-depth report on the Iron Pipeline. Some studies show 6 out of every 7 handguns connected to crimes in New York were brought in from elsewhere.
There's an underground economy. It definitely facilitates gun violence in New York, despite your strong laws.
And of the 9 defendants, 6 appeared in federal court in New York and Massachusetts just today. Authorities are still searching for 3 other suspects.
Dog, they invite themselves to go to jail, dog, by posting that stupid ass shit online all the time.
This goes back to what Payne said, man. A bunch of people who act like they never had money, man. And this is the end result of you acting like you never had money, bro. That's why I said this is what separates my era, like people in my era, from the youth of today. We didn't broadcast our crimes, bro. We was trying to be discreet.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I didn't want you to know I had a gun. I didn't want you to know I had money for fear you might try to rob me, bro. Oh, now the police know I got all this money, and they gonna want to know where I get this money from. Now they're gonna start an investigation on me solely because, and then they got police that's just like they got beat cops that just they that's their role. They just walk, and then you have officers who just patrol, and then you have detectives. They have police who just on social media. That's all they do.
And all
police, social media, and this is how they get. Oh, okay. Find out you up to no good. And like I said, this is what separates. This goes in line with the dudes who be having phones in jail, who record themselves doing all this and that. When I was bitten and we had phones, we wasn't trying to let people out there know we had phones. Our phones was to call our peoples, handle our business and things like that. These people get phones, and instead of being discreet and handling their business, now the whole world know. Now people want to know how these people and they keep getting these phones, bro. How they keep getting these phones. Now, just like every good thing, it comes to an end. All good things come to an end because of us, by our own hands, bro.
I didn't know that New York had a strike force, dog. I thought Chicago.
Chicago, New York now. Those were
New York just got the strike force, dog.
Yeah. First was Chicago, now it's New York. New York got a strike force too. A gun task force 2 weeks ago. A gun task force. Look at that.
It's more guns out there than that. Like
and New York has the strictest gun laws.
I heard about that shit, dog. That shit was crazy, dog. These dudes online showing guns and money. What are you proving by doing that? Showing your stupidity, dog? You pretty much telling on yourself like I really want to go to jail for real. That shit's stupid, dog.
What an effortless investigation. Yes, sir. You see my brother? My brother said, yo, you trafficking weapons and taking evidence, photos for the feds. What an effortless investigation, bro. They don't have to do nothing because we do it all for them, man. We don't know how to. It ain't like the old, remember the old Spanish dudes or the old black dudes, the old white dudes, the old dudes?
Yeah.
I never knew was getting money. Remember them guys, bro?
Yeah.
What happened to them guys, man? Old dudes who sat on a nice bag, man, but would drive a regular car, regular clothes. Crazy.
Shit different now, dog.
Different. Nowadays you want a Bentley Or you want to, like I said, you want a Bentley and you living in front of the projects.
Yo, so what if they had all this social media we were coming up as kids, dog? Like, because we the same age. Well, you a couple years older than me, but how do you think life would have been for us if we had all this social media back in our day, though?
We would have been like them.
Yeah.
We would have been just like them.
Yep.
How else? We would have been
dumber and dumber.
We was just fortunate. We fortunate to not have, you know what I mean, been brought up in this era, bro. We was fortunate to been able to play basketball, grow up playing baseball, football, running around, riding bikes. When the winter came, we shoveled snow. We made money like that. You know what I'm saying? Things that these kids don't they don't do no more, bro. You can't get these kids to even go outside. Yo, go outside. Remember, you used to have to tell the kids no. Now you have to tell them to go outside. When we was growing up, you ain't have to tell us to go outside.
Not being able to go outside when I was a kid was fucking punishment, dog.
That was punishment.
Like, why am I staying in the house for all my guys and all the girls outside, bro?
That's a fact. King Ace Fernando with Dickies and Sandals was the plug. He had a busted Honda and a landscaping business. But had more bread than the whole neighborhood. I know that's right. Family, kids is good. Everybody's good. Yeah, man. These kids, old head Deuce, we can't. This is crazy.
Oh, nigga definitely got his ass whooped back in the day.
That's why they say America's the #1 in obese and #1 in heart disease, and #1 in this, and #1 in that, and #1 in this.
But don't get outside. Everybody want to sit at the crib and be in front of a damn computer or phone or video damn game.
Yeah. That's true though, man. Not going outside, bro. That was torture to us, bro. You remember looking outside the window and watching your friends play? I would cry, bro. I would cry.
Like, when can I go outside?
Son, I would cry, bro.
Come on,
watching my kids. And then when I used to live with my grandma, she had us coming in before the lights come. When the lights came on, we had to be in the house, bro.
Oh yeah, street lights. That was a rule.
And all my friends would be outside running up and down the street playing, and I would be in the window wanting to go outside, man.
That's why I'm glad my kids in sports. They play video games and shit, but they really don't have.
Mine too.
Make sure they don't have time for that shit.
I'm glad.
Like, parents have to make time to not be on a video game all the time, dog. Go outside, take your kids fishing, go for a walk. Shit.
No, we used to walk for miles, man. Remember that, Deuce?
Dog.
No, we used to be wandering, bro. Me and my neighborhood kids. Yo, that's
I remember doing that. Yeah.
Hey, well, just walk. You know what I mean? Just, as you know, you come back home. It's a couple hours later.
It's time to eat dinner and shit. By the time you get back to the crib,
and we was just thankful that nothing happened to us. You know,
right?
Most part later on, you get in a fight or two, but.
Yeah, but y'all cool.
I remember fighting as a kid, man. I was more into sports and break dancing, and then came the girls, you know, and then Steve, man, playing kick the can, man, and hide and go get it, man, and
boys chase the girls and shit. Come on, bro. Come on.
Y'all don't remember how to go get it. That was like boys chase the girl or something like that.
Yeah.
Manhunt. That's the game I always get confused with kick the can.
Dog, and Jermaine and Joe was asking me, did we play kick the can? I'm like, no, we never played kick the can. He like, yo, that was one of the dopest games, but we didn't play kick the can in the shy and shit, dog.
Okay. Yeah, we played kick the can, we played manhunt. Train call people. Remember the fire alarms, the old back in the day fire alarms?
Yeah.
Used to pull them and run and all that.
Take off, bruh.
Yo, man, I'm way past. But yo, man, I had a good time, fellas. Appreciate you guys for stopping by, man. I gotta go get my blood work. Yeah, man, it was lit, man. Anything you want to say, Hope, before you leave, brother?
Shit, hell no, it was just a good live and shit, dog. I'm actually about to go fucking fishing, dog. Me and my daughter about to go fishing and shit. She keep coming outside like, bruh. Like, dude, yeah, so me and my daughter about to go fishing and shit.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
What are you going fishing for?
Shit, anything that's biting. Like, myself, man, just sitting out there and making my kids fucking laugh, dog. Like, that's
cool.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all, like I said, for stopping by, man. I'll get with y'all tomorrow, same time.
Take it easy, Free.
Yeah, man. You already know, put God first, man. Put God first, man. Have compassion for the next man. Don't be so hard on people. If you haven't called your mother, do so. Honor your mother and your father, man. And don't forget Full Blast Radio, man.
Oh, yeah.
Where I find that at? It's a podcast?
Full Blast Radio on YouTube. It's
on YouTube. Okay. That's what I said. It's on YouTube.
The dude is fucking cold, bro. He around our age, I think, too, dog. And he just played hit after hit after dog. That shit be lit, dog.
I'm near that. Full Blast Radio, man.
Yeah.
Salute.
All right, bros. I'll holler at y'all later.
Peace.